How smooth was that? Straight in. I usually make a mess and end up talking to myself or something and forget to transition. Good evening, everyone. It's Much Older Mick here. Hope you're all doing well. Andy C, good evening. I think they've stopped you giving memberships away, to be honest. Here we go. No, membership gifting. Let's go. Give 5 now. Boom. Who's got them? Who's got them? John McClintock got one. That's lovely. Lizzie from Leeds UX. Oh, I've got one myself. Mick reviews stuff. I reckon it's a fix, don't you, really? And Mark H. That's lovely, isn't it? Net loss for us, yeah, exactly. Hashtag free stuff. Well, not say shit, but it isn't it, really? It didn't. It wouldn't until I went live. It wouldn't actually work. So it obviously doesn't. I can't believe I'm a member. I'll be able to watch all my own stuff. I've got the perks. I've just been looking at that vaping bill. They're on about banning vaping in a place that you're not allowed to smoke. So I won't be able to vape in my cab. So excellent. I wonder how that works for a vape expo, unless you can actually get some sort of exemption. I don't know how that works. Crazy, isn't it, really? The world's gone mad. It doesn't do you any harm, but you can't do it. All right, fair enough. Stop you drinking water soon. Still on the Pixel, different shift, and now on Licious Raspberry White Chocolate Cheesecake. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Got to be honest, I've just put another Nick shot in mine by mistake, so mine must be about a 4 now, a 4.5, something like that. So it may be a little strong. I couldn't work it out because I've just done a review on the Strawberry Swirl, and I'm thick, so I just picked the wrong bottle without looking. You know how it is, useless. It was yesterday, Mike. It was my 40th wedding anniversary, and I also got married on my 18th birthday. So we had a joint celebration. Free rider, good evening to you, sir. We had a joint celebration, and I got picked up. And if people on my Facebook will be able to see it, but a 1963 Buick Riviera came and picked us up. I'm into American stuff, American cars. I love them, and so I was right chuffed. And they came to pick us up. We got halfway to where we were going, and all of a sudden they pulled up. I thought, is he turning around and going back the other way or something? And he went, here you go, then you have a go. So off I went down the road in my Buick Riviera. Well, it's Buick Riviera. And apparently it used to belong to the artist Conway Twitty. So the older people in here will probably know who that is. But other people won't. Because you won't. But anyway, that's who it belonged to. I think it was imported by him over here. And then I think the story was he got divorced and he couldn't afford it anymore. So we had to get rid of it. Or something like that. Or it got sold off somehow anyway. So let's just go down this chat while we're still here. And, we're still here. Well, we're going to be here for a while. Andy C, good evening. Nice to see you, buddy. Jane Dowd, good evening to you. John Paul Glasgow, good evening to you, sir. Did we decide it was Dord or Dowd? Dord. Shane Gibson, good evening to you. BVG, you beautiful man, good evening to you, sir. Cloud Chucker, good evening to you. We love you. You're the first we love you of the night, aren't you, really? Vapor Bunny, good evening to you, madam. You should be, you get a we love you now, don't you? Because you've got a membership, yeah. You should put the thing at the side of your thing, I would have thought. Cheech, good evening to you, sir. Nice to see you. We always say we leave Cheech alone because he's entitled to his opinion. But, it's nice to be nice. That's the other thing, isn't it, really? I don't think John McClintock's here, is he? But he just got a thingy. So, Vapor Bunny, good evening to you. We love you. I don't think Mark H is here either. But we love him anyway, even when he's not here. Department of Work and Pensions, good evening to you, sir or madam. Free rider, happy birthday. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. That's lovely. Thank you very much for that. I thought you were telling me it was your wedding anniversary. Birdman 69, good evening, afternoon, or morning. Not really sure what time it is where you are, but hello, it's lovely that you're here. Done John Paul Glasgow. This isn't going very well, is it really? Done just drop the pixel, they bounce, but that's the most important thing, so long as they still bounce. That's fabulous. I think we've got everybody now. I think we're done. Oh, Dion78. Good evening, you marvellous human being. See, when you come in here, you feel better when you leave, don't you? I don't mean leave, but you know what I mean. When you've left, you feel better than what you did when you come in. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what to say, to be honest. It's unbelievable, really, but I didn't vote for these fucking tosspots, but the other lot were going to do something similar, but you can't believe how they can say you can't do that, even though it doesn't hurt you. It's up to the places, isn't it, really? But the first thing that'll happen is I won't be able to vape in my cab. And vape doesn't taste as good when you're outside, so we'll see what happens. I go back on the fags. So what we're vaping? This. The Menelaus from Stack Mods. I just use it all the time. I love this, and I love Garza's Ace. I love him to bits, and I love this. Hope panels, and if you actually do buy some of these, it goes over to cancer charities, which is obviously very, very close to my heart. On top of there, we've got that lovely Asgard with the Bearded Viking Customs topper. And inside there, we've still got some of those lovely proper coils. Starmer's a toss pot, isn't it, really? Bloody hell, Mike. Thank you very much. That's nice. Yes, that's really, really kind of you. No need to do it, though. I always say everything's free in here, apart from me. But that is free speech on YouTube. WhatsApp to be alive. Well, obviously, there's no need to be horrible to anybody. I did. That was another thing I was going to bring up. Did you see Fagan lost his channel through strikes? Yeah, did you? Yeah, I watched a live stream earlier on. Well, I actually watched it when it had gone off. But he's got that many strikes. They've took his channel off him with 127,000 subscribers. So, I've just done the review for this strawberry swirl. I'm going to put it through the age gate for the 18 plus age gate because there's no point. There's one day last week, I think they put 10 all at once. Ding, 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 ding. And it comes through. You keep getting emails saying it's been put through, to the age gate. So I might as well do it. So if you're not signed in, you won't be able to see them. There's nothing I can do. 8:05 a.m. Anyway, I can't tell you how that vapes because there's no point in you watching the review, will there? So I've got this out. This is I think it's a 0.6 pod, this. They sent me them out from Vapresso. They sent me 2 boxes of them out, and it's a 0.6. That's what it is. But I didn't notice. It's obviously come from China, so it's not TPD. So it's about a 3 or 4 mil pod. And in that, from the lovely people at Amatorium, or from Graham, it just says dessert on it. So, which is very, very nice. I'm not going to talk too much about that because it might be one of them things he's going to release or something like that. You think he's apparently Sam? Yeah, I think he is. I definitely think he is. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make any difference to me, people's sexuality, but he doesn't tell the truth, does he? He pretends his places where he is, and he's just a liar. John McClintock, good evening. We love you. You've just got a free membership. How's about that? Shall we do the other 5 while we're here? Hopefully there's a cottaging scandal. We could do the bit of scandaling, really. I mean, I don't go on about politics, but Labour used to stand for socialism. That was the idea of calling themselves Labour. How can you have a person in charge of Labour with a title, with a peerage? How can you? How can you be Sir anything when you're the leader of the Labour Party? I don't like the bloke. I never have liked him. I can't stand him. I think he's a creep. But I don't like them either. But anyway, let's not go on about politics because you alienate probably a third of your audience by having an opinion on politics and religion, don't you? But that's really nice. What else have we got? I've been whipping some Posh Vape Jus up today Cons are the new Labour now. Yeah. I didn't like them either, to be honest. In the end, we've always been brought up. That was our sort of politics right from being a kid, because this is a farming community, and they always looked after the farmers. But I didn't like they've invented ULEZ and everything's like pay a load of money in it. Absolute ridiculous. Anyway, as I say, let's not go on about that. So I made this today. I took the cranberry out and put rhubarb in instead. So in a week I'll be able to let you know what that is. And that'll be fabulous. And then I made some more of the Posh Vape View stuff, but I actually made a mistake. I thought with some of the bigger bottles that I've got, I put them into these smaller bottles. Like that. Because the massive bottles are difficult to mix with, because they haven't got tops on or anything like that. And I picked the wrong one up and I've put 2.5% of sour in it. So hopefully it's not going to be awful. But we'll see. Politics make me run. Yeah, I'm the same. But, I don't want one of these what says, they need to get... Because the only problem is nowadays with politics, if the opposing team win, everybody shouts, we need another election. They actually want to have another election until the other team wins. So I've used that bottle quite a few times, as you'll probably notice, because I keep scribbling the dates out on the label. And that's that cranberry shock sour. I can't do a knuckle test on it because it's 12 milligram nicotine. It makes you feel sick. But I use that just in that mouth to lungs. That'll last me, I don't know. I think the last lot I mixed up was before I went on holiday in September. So that 200 ml lasts me forever. I noticed one day, I didn't realise, I went out and did an 8 hour. It was a Sunday, so I did 8 hours. Went out at 2, coming at 10. And it's only when I come back in the house I realised I'd left my e-liquid in there, because these have got a 4 ml tank on them. And I didn't use, in 8 hours, I didn't use 4 ml. Because I never noticed I ain't got the thing with them. So, I'll tell you one thing. This is absolutely brilliant. I've been lucky because that's got a 5 ml pod on it. We'll end up with the TPD ones. They're coming out very, very soon if they aren't out now. They're about 18 quid then. I don't know how many pods they come with. I only got one pod with that because it's a review item. But I find myself using this all the time. And the flavour is actually better with the same juice in it than what that is. And that's got one of John's coils in it. I changed the coil in it the other day because I realised I'd had it in for months. And it still picks the flavours out of that more than it does out of that. The only thing is with that's a 5,000 mAh battery. So it'll last for a day and a half, whereas these... I haven't been using it, I think it's 1,000 mAh, or I can't remember, it's in the review, but it doesn't take long to charge up, but you need to charge it up. Might be all right, hopefully. But I have that in, there's 2 modes, and you just do it with a switch. So you do mouth to lung, that lets the airflow off. It's a pretty ingenious bit of a device. And for that price, it's so easy to do. And there's a little tab at the bottom where you just pop the juice in and that tab there. Let's see if you can see it. And it lasts for ages with that pod because it's 5 ml. And then when that runs out, you throw it away and put a new pod on it. Has anyone heard from Proper Coils? No, he's just gone off into the abyss, and he's obviously... I don't think he had as much time on his hands because he ended up very well up in the company because he's a really educated man. He went and did his masters and went and got really high up in a care company. And I suppose, by the time you've had... I can't imagine that being regular hours when you're that far up. He's probably working too much to do it. I have one. Where are we? Mick, get yourself a Boron mod underneath the V2 to go with. You won't regret it, mate. I don't know. I just don't fancy Boron mods, to be honest. I like the look of it. I know Pugs bought one ages ago, and it looked gorgeous. But I say, I just don't know. I can't be doing with the faff, to be honest. It's, these, I re-wick them about once a week. I did realise that I had been re-wicking it quite a lot. And then when I looked, the coil was worn out. So I changed the coil the other day, yesterday. And it's back on form now. You can tell the difference. It's fired up straight away. I think when the coils wear out, they don't get as warm as they should. So you end up, the cotton goes brown a lot quicker. Where are we? I don't know what that meant, to be honest. I must have. You've got the best. I have one best ever apart from the rocket. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Is there another? Is there another bit I've missed? I don't know. Unless it's something I don't know. But I say that they are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's getting bloody warm in here. I don't know if I've overvaped. Could be. I love my Boromods. Just about all I use now. I must admit I've gone from using sort of... I use this more than anything else. But I don't use it a lot. And since I've just been doing mouth to lung, I used to have a monitor go off once every 6 months, once every 8 months. Never had any trouble with the monitors. I've also got a really expensive Rodecaster Duo down here. And the last thing I want to do is fill that with vape. So I don't know. But that is quite good, shall we say. I'm really pleased that Licious carried on. I've said it once or twice in the reviews. If it hadn't been for those taking it over, that would have just disappeared off into nowhere. And a really nice... Oh, yeah, rocket on the screen, yeah. I have one best ever apart from the rocket. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not really sure where that went on, really, but they could have put... I suppose they were looking to put something... If they'd have put that sign... If they'd have just made that bigger and put a big battery meter in the middle, they could have got away with that, because it looks a bit Toy Town, doesn't it? I don't understand why they've done it, to be honest. But they could have made it more... I suppose it's just a Chinese type thing, though, isn't it, really? Oh, thank you very much, John the Vaping Joker. Nice to see you, buddy. Let's just do the other, because I don't get on here very often, to be really honest. There's always seems to be something else going on. Lou's got from bloody Scan tomorrow, I don't know. That's why I thought I'd come on here, because I can't settle. Here we go. Let's have a go. Who's got it now? Happy Hippie. He's got one. Bless him. Marcus Lee Crowther. Kaplop. We haven't seen him for a long time. Anthony Hart. And JD0962. If you're watching this on the replay, we love you. How's that? You got the Atty stack from Flat Kappa Expo to put my spare tanks on. It's nice. It makes some really nice stuff. This is real good quality. I mean, one of the things about 3D printed stuff you find is it's usually pretty thin and it squeaks, and this doesn't. And they're not stuck on or anything. They're just placed in the way he's done it. I suppose after, like, if you used it heavily for 3 or 4 years, you might find out that the panels get loose, but you can replace the panels anyway. I've got the other ones in here, the foot cancer ones. Let me just find it. There we go. You've probably seen them. You've probably seen them. Going over old stuff, but let's just show you again. Boosh. That's obviously wrong hand. That's for the breast cancer ribbon. It was really nice of him to send them out as well. Yeah, it is good, isn't it? It must... well, obviously, he's a tradesman, isn't he? And a Sparky as well, so you know the electronics are going to be good. I hadn't heard of anybody having a problem with one. So, it just, that's it, isn't it? And he's made quite a few of them now. So we're not stop. Well, I'm going to stop an hour with you, and then I might have a beer. To be honest, I entered the beer today. I had quite a lot yesterday. Got in about 11 o'clock last night. Had a cracking day. Went out for dinner with 23 people, and you missed it, but I paid. I don't know if you saw that thing. I was watching the Northern Union Vape Show earlier, and they were talking about me. So I hit screen record on my editing software and I thought, we'll have a bit of fun with this. And it was Hedgie, wasn't it? Hedgie said, been together 40 years and haven't changed the kitchen cupboards. We definitely have. When we first moved in here, this was a council house, so we had a council kitchen. And then 16 years ago, we had one fitted. And it was like a pine effect. And at the time when we had it fitted, it was very, very trendy. But as the years went on, it wasn't as trendy. So my wife said, we're going to have a new kitchen. So she saved the money up. She actually saved the money up. Because we never went anywhere during the pandemic. And so we had a new kitchen. And it's beautiful. It's all done in white. It's fabulous. It's my modding series. It is, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I say Lou's going for a scan tomorrow. So it's a rough time. It's always a rough time. And then you're elated when she's not doing so bad. Even though the outcome is the outcome, you're sort of elated that it hasn't come yet. And then within a month you're thinking, it's only 6 weeks, it's only 5 weeks, it's only 4 weeks, and it just goes on like that. It's not something I would like anybody to go through, but there's a lot of people go through it. And, I've got no right to moan because you just haven't, have you? That's the way it is. But that's what you do. But anyway, moving on from that. It seems very, very prevalent. There's a lot of people getting it, got it. I think the other thing is there's a lot more screening for stuff. So you do find out that, it's been found out. A lot of people have some massive success stories. And so may they be. And if you've got a family member what's got a diagnosis like my daughter has, anybody that gets past it is, you're really so pleased for them. And then a couple of minutes later, you sort of think, why couldn't that happen for us? You know what I mean? I don't think I've stretched my screen out right, have I? Yeah, I have. It's all right. It's all right. I just looked, it looked a bit weird. So we're in Zoom. We're in Zoom tonight, and I've got my earphones in for a special reason. So if you want to pop in, don't come in if you've got awful audio and a dog barking, because that just will kick you out. But if you want to come in and have a chat for half an hour, you're more than welcome. So if you click that link, it should bring you through. But I say don't come in if you've got the dog barking and the kids screaming and the telly on, because it won't be quite as nice as it would be if you didn't. But if you want to pop in and say hello, you're more than welcome. Just to have a chat to people. We've had a bit of a weekend this weekend, celebrating weekend. Spent a bit of time with the family, with my nieces, nephews, and my great nieces. Both my brothers were there. We had a fantastic time, so it was lovely. The thing he has to, I've stopped driving. Yeah, that must be awful. Because the thing is with that, that's it, isn't it? You're not going to drive anymore. It's something that you give up. His mind's still there, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think my dad's 88 years old, and his mind is as fresh as a daisy. It's just things that he's had heart trouble for donkey's years, and they've patched him up and patched him up and patched him up, and he's got to the ripe old age of 88. And he's doing amazing. But, I've had a father for 58 years now. And the thought of not having one is pretty rough, isn't it? I'd pop in, but I'm working and no one wants to hear that. Laid Back Vape Show. Good evening, Ian. So there's a link in chat if you want to come in. Are you coming in, BVG? Are you at home or are you wiping asses? We could just have a chat for half an hour. If you want to, you're more than welcome. So that's two things I did today. I got an extra... I got an extra nicotine in my raspberry swirl, so that'll make me bark in the morning. And then put far too much in... oh, wow. Oh, come in if you want. My dad just moved in with us. He's at 78. Is he still squaring you up, Birdman? Does he tell you what to do? I'm sure my dad would. Hopefully I've got the audio switched on. I think I've got it set up. So when you come in, it should just work. Having dinner? Dinner at 9:30? Are you a cab driver? I've had to stop doing that, because what you do when you're self-employed cab driver, you get busy. And then you just think, I'll go in a minute. And you turn up 9:30, you're eating a full cooked meal at 9:30 at night. And then sort of 5 hours later, it's still under your ribs when you're trying to go to bed. And it's not the best feeling, to be honest. Who we got? Mr. Solomons, how you doing?
You all right?
You're a winner. You're a real winner because I've actually remembered to put the audio on as well for you. But what normally happens is when a guest joins halfway through the show, is you forget to put this audio on. So you're chattering away but you forget to put it onto the thing. I'm having a few drinks in remembrance of my granddad who served in the Navy during the war. Oh yeah, of course. It's the proper Armistice Day today, 11th of the 11th. Which is it's always a thing, isn't it? It's always a thing. I was listening today. There was a football match, and they sang all the way through the remembrance thing. So that's pretty iffy. No need. So what have you been up to, John?
Working today.
Working, good lad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
working. Sorting the kids out.
Sorting the kids out.
Not that they need sorting out. They're 15 and 17.
No, so not to the extent as they used to do.
No, but cooking dinner and doing the washing and stuff like that.
That's the way to do it. I've just cooked my own tea. Sue went to work about 2. Then Lou come round with the grandkids. And then I always take my granddaughter back. She goes swimming with her dad. And I always take her back later on. Purser's Navy Strength Rum. For my birthday, I got a case of OJ, which is a Belgian beer in blue can. It's 8.5%, but you have to use it sparingly, shall I say. Good evening, Arnie. Yes, how you doing? Oh, no time before the show. You was at work late. Ah, right, I see. That's the trouble, isn't it? Trying to fit food in around work is hard work, really.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing shift work.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem I have with doing what I do for a living. There's always another job comes in, and then you still ain't got time to go and have your meal. So then you think, right, I'll go the next time I've got a space, and then somebody else rings up. Ah, you've got that on.
Yeah.
They're nice, aren't they?
It's really good, actually.
You got that from Expo, didn't you?
Yeah. Where is it? I've been cooking. I've got melon banana.
Yeah. What pod have you got in? 0.4?
0.6.
You tried it with isn't there a 0.4 in the box?
Probably.
I think mine came with it in, to be really honest. Be worth getting a 0.4 pod for it. It turns it up to 25 watts then, and it's a hell of a vape.
Do you know what? My desk is so messy.
Well, mine's the same.
I've got nowhere to put anything.
No, that's exactly right. That's what happens here. You clear everything off, and then 2 days later it's all back.
Yeah. So now I have everything in a bag.
Sounds like a plan. I've got drawers and drawers and drawers full of stuff. I had some stacked in the corner over there, and it was just depressing me. There wasn't any room. The cat couldn't get in his bed or anything like that. And I thought, right, I'm going to go crazy and I'm going to chuck all this stuff out. Even the microphone that I started off with, going live, I got rid of that.
0.8 that comes in the box. 0.6 and a 0.8.
Oh, right. Oh, I got a point. Mine came from China though, so I got the I got the large 0.4. You can get 0.4
lanyard.
Yeah, there's always a lanyard.
I
It'd be
don't
handy,
really like. I
No,
don't
I
really
don't.
like the point four.
Don't you?
Nah,
No, I do.
not really.
I prefer it. But it doesn't fit in everything. It'll fit in that. It'll fit in this one. And then there's a Pro as well, isn't it? It'll fit in that.
Yeah.
The rest of the ones, it won't fit in.
The Pro.
What's that? That's the Pro, is it?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's from Graham. I can't really talk about it too much because I don't know if he's going to release it or something, or whether he's planning on putting it through the through Vape Gems. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. But it's surprising. I said to him today, I said, "Where's the citrus note coming from?" Oh, he says, "There isn't anything in there," and he showed me the recipe for it, and there wasn't any citrus in there, and I couldn't work it out. And then I started vaping something else, and it also had a citrus note. Turned out it was the birthday cake I've been eating. I've never seen one of them in real life.
Yeah, nice bit of kit.
Did you actually buy that at Expo?
Yeah, yeah.
Does it come with it? Oh, that's got the stock coil tank in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
thingy. This up as well.
What's that?
That's the I can never pronounce them. Amodis.
Osmodus.
Yeah, I can never pronounce them.
So what's that? A pod device or?
Yeah.
You just snap pods to the top. Oh wow.
And then the stock coil.
Ah, right. So you don't throw the pod away, you just change the coil.
Yep.
So what coils does it take?
I've got a pack of coils here somewhere.
Hey, look at that. I didn't know till I counted up the other day. I owned 35 Burrow mods and 35 tanks. Wow.
Oh, here we go.
Shane's got a pink one as well. Oh, they're in coils then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the only Osmodus thing I've got is that Bullet, which is a dual 18650 parallel mod.
Also, I picked up the...
This isn't in series, by the way, it's in parallel.
That's the Caliburn G3.
It's very much like a vape presso, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
If you put these two together, you wouldn't know which one's which.
No, you wouldn't really. You'd think that was just another model of that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I suppose if you're going to make those type of devices, they're going to be a similar shape, aren't they? Unless you make them dumpy. Unless you make them that shape or something.
Mm. What I don't like about this is that it turns itself off.
Why is that?
Save battery, I guess. I don't know.
How often does it turn itself off?
After probably about 10 minutes.
Oh, right. Is there anything in the menu where you can stop that happening?
No, I don't think there is.
Yeah. No, that would get me.
It's just, it's annoying, but I get it.
I suppose at least you're going to save your battery, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm swapping between the Pixel and the Dot Mod. Dot Pod. Oh, right. 7 Burrow mods, bloody hell. So I ain't got one. It's just something that's never really. I actually like that a lot because it's got that big long drip tip on it.
Dot Mod.
Is that the Dot Pod? Is that the same thing? What's that one? Is that a Burrow?
Yeah. But it looks like a.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. It's
it's all down the thing, isn't it? That would annoy me. That.
Yeah.
Has everybody else got the same problem with that then, or is it just a leaky thing, or?
I think it's just mine.
How long you had it?
Yeah. I think I've had it a couple of years now.
Right. Well, you can't really take it back then, can you?
No, not really.
Yeah, there's no worse, is that? I remember you used to get with sub-ohm tanks, you used to get no end of condensation in them underneath them, and it used to leak down your shirt if you were sat there vaping. Yeah. It was like a vapor's patch. You know what I mean? But you're sort of used to tobacco juice, which would then stain your clothes.
Yeah.
But what's the good thing is with vape is you just get a finger like that, and do that and wet it, and it just goes away. Good evening, Annie. Yes, did I say good evening?
Do you know that sign, that what you just done is a sign in Magton for toilet?
I'll not do that anymore then.
When you do that, that's you're on the toilet.
Just imagine then the can't think what it was. Been lazy. Both mine are internal battery devices, so can't be asked charging batteries tonight. All right, there you go. Lee D, good evening. Those VC coils seem to be lasting well. Got one in the drag mod at the moment. VC coil, what, Vapors Cloud or? I don't know what you mean. That one, what you've got is the old Aspire coils, isn't it?
Mate.
Pixel, yeah.
Yeah. I think you can. Yeah, I think it is.
You screw,
because you can take this borrow tank out and put the dot mod one in. Apparently,
right. Presumably, you should be able to put plenty of. Are they all the same size? Borrow tanks.
I think so. I've not tried it yet.
Oh yeah. I have the dot mod sturdy with the sturdy one up. It's a nice mod. Happy 40th. How did she do it? Hey? How did she do it? Can't have been easy sometimes, to be honest. I'm quite famous for my drinking antics, and it's been a bit boring once or twice for this. VC calls. All right. Cheryl, how you doing? Nice to see you. Should have been in earlier. We popped some members out. I actually got a membership myself. That's a bit weird. I'm not joining. Yeah, so Fagan's lost his channel.
To be completely honest, I don't think I've ever watched.
I like Matt Fagan.
Yeah,
it's one of the old school ones. They used to be in what they call the vape team. That went away a few years ago. Thank you very much. I'm 58 in one day now, and I've been married 40 years in one day. It's been absolutely lovely because people are so kind to us. Obviously, they got in the mood for it when Lou was taken ill. And whatever you do, you get supported in everything. So they find out it's your birthday, everybody wishes you happy birthday. Find out it's your anniversary, do the same thing. And it's it's good. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. It was really nice. I got sat with my eldest brother yesterday. My youngest brother is into his fitness and stuff like that, so he didn't stay too long because he got to go home because he was off to the gym. And I got sat with my eldest brother, and we just had loads and loads of beers and just sat chatting, and it was a really nice time, to be honest. It was nice to spend some time with him because you don't really do it. I like him as well, mate. Cool guy and funny. The way it's going, I can see a few channels going. It makes you wonder. I don't know what the agenda is. They reckon August usually, August, September is usually strike month, and everybody gets it.
Yeah,
but up to now, I entered that trouble. They keep putting the reviews behind the 18 plus barrier, which means you've got to log into YouTube to watch them. I'll just have to just put them through, behind there.
It's Vapor Bunny's birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you.
So happy birthday for tomorrow.
Happy birthday for tomorrow. Have you got the day off, or are you going to work? Normally, I would have gone to work because, unless it's like your 40th, 50th, or 60th, you really need to go to work, don't you? Because I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
But I thought 40th wedding anniversary, I'm not going to work through that. I'm going to spend some time with the family. So I just invited them all over, give them the menu, got them to pick what they wanted, and we had one of the most beautiful Sundays lunches I've had forever. It was absolutely bloody gorgeous. It was really, really nice food. And a really nice atmosphere in this little country pub. And everybody sort of knows us anyway because my daughter's lived there for 20 years. And they've, they all come across and I was turning beers down left, right and centre. You've
Wow.
got to have a beer, have a beer. No, I've just got one. I've got two in. But I really like Carlin. Everybody goes on about it being terrible beer and this, that, and the other, but they do one of the nicest pints of Carlin I've had in this.
Yeah, I used
so
to
easy to drink.
I used to drink Carlin quite a lot.
Well, it's 4%, isn't it? It's only 4%, but you still get a flavour from it because some 4% beer just tastes like water, doesn't it? There's no flavour to it.
Beavertown Neck Oil is another one. I think it's a 4%.
That's only 4%. It is.
Yeah, that's got a nice flavour.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I actually got some cans of Beavertown. It's not Neck Oil though. It's like an orange. Apparently, it's orange. It's an IPA, but it's orange.
Yeah.
So we'll try that. Frankie Jazz, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Lovely of you to come in. I can't even speak properly today. As you can see by my eyes, I'm a little bit on the tired side. It's a bit stressful having a birthday, Bonnie. The sad fact is, you realise you're a year older.
Yeah. I've just had my 45th.
45th, yeah. Oh. So you were 5 years old when the day I got married.
Yeah.
Who was it? I'm trying to think. Kurt on the Laid Back Vape Show. He wasn't even born when I got married. It seems weird, doesn't it, that I've been married longer than he's been alive. So,
doesn't make you feel old at all, does it?
How to do a Madri clone called Grande, actually brewed in Spain, 100% better than Madri. I'll try that because I love that. Oh, Bunny. Oh, dear. Yeah, I remember
51. 51.
She don't look old enough, does she? That's what you say. Like, she doesn't look old enough.
She looks at least 21, 25.
Yeah, 20. Well, I'd say 22, It's unusual, isn't it? Years ago, you could never find out a lady's age. It was always frowned upon to even ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Free round is not at 40 yet. Well, hopefully you will.
Jesus.
Keep breathing in.
Once you hit 40, everything goes south.
I told my daughter that when she was 16. $3.99 for 4 cans. Bloody hell. That Madri's all right. We were actually thinking that we were drinking it in Benidorm, thinking, this beautiful Spanish beer. Turns out it's brewed by Coors and it's available everywhere. But then the trouble is, it must be a bit chemically because it doesn't have to give you a pretty rotten headache next day. I had a bit special brewing that.
I had a bit of a headache on Sunday.
Did you? Too many ales?
Yeah. Too many, yeah.
Where was you? Did you go out to the pub?
Oh, no, I was at home. I was in Zoom.
Right.
Saturday night with Pugs and and everyone, and yeah.
It's a terrible way to get that. That's what happened to Graham before Graham went in the Zoom room. We'd never had a drink before.
Yeah. I don't normally drink.
No?
No.
No, I like it.
I'm always driving.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always driving, but
yeah.
Yeah, I got pissed in the after show.
Good lad.
It was good fun.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Frankie Jazz. Yeah. Guess what? The bloody cat wants to go out. You can wait another 14 minutes. That's it. See if anybody else wants to pop in. I'll put that link in again just for 15 minutes. Pack it in, Jeff. He's a twat. What he does, he'll lay on the floor and then he starts attacking my feet. And that means he wants to go out. So he lays there. So because you forget about it and then you start putting your feet in and he goes for him. And that means he wants to go outside. He's got like a setting. They've got like a setting cats. They know they want to go outside. And I don't know. I used to when I drank when I was younger. I used to have about 2 or 3 pints and then throw up and then be off work all the next day and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I can lay it down me now. I had a bit of a thick head this morning. That was all. There you go. And he's going to grass on you. You got hammered.
Yeah, I did.
You weren't sat there naked, were you? That's what you got to watch out for.
Yeah. It was. I drank all my beer.
Yeah.
8 cans of neck oil.
Oh wow.
And then I found a can of non-alcoholic beer.
Mm.
And then that weren't good enough. So I decided to ransack the fridge and found some stout, which I hate. And I started drinking that. And then, yeah. I was up and down like a yo-yo going for a pee.
Yeah. Oh, you will do, yeah. What people don't realise is a lot of people get done for drink driving because they think they get to the beer shop on the way home. They go, I'll get 4 beers because I'm only going to have 4. So then they drink the 4 beers and they think, Christ, I'm desperate for another beer. And they get in the car and drive and then get done for drink driving. So if you're going to have a drink, you've got to make sure that you've got enough in the fridge because otherwise you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
He's ferocious, this guy. He's been a little shit. I was once lucky enough to do an hour show with Grim Green. And if you ever watch it back, it's on Jay's channel. Hooked on Funk. I can't remember. The 510 connection, that's what it was on. And all the time I was there, if you watch it, I was doing this because just as soon as I went live, the cat wanted to go out. And I'm going, go away. And he did it on me for a full hour. And he's never changed, eh? He wants to come up now. Come on then. Come on. Here he is. At least if I stroke him, he'll shut up. He'll bite your toes till you let him out. The other ones, me out, yeah. Well, he starts off with the pushing and the headbutting and then he'll go for your feet. But he does it when I'm in the front room because on a Wednesday night we always sit and watch telly. And he'll come in and he shoves the other door open and we've got like a shed on the end of the house with the back door in it. And he'll shove that open to annoy you. And then you go around the corner and he's looking at you like this and then he'll go out. But you can't understand it really. He's got a nice warm bed to sleep in and he wants to go outside and be bloody freezing. Because it's only 7 degrees tonight, yeah? No, 6. It's gone down to 6.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. What temperature is it? Because you're on London, aren't you? So usually a bit better temperature there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the house is quite warm because we've had the heating on.
Yeah, I've had the heating on all day today.
So yeah, I'm not sure what the temperature outside is.
Yeah. Your cat's on heat at the moment, Brain. Yeah, well, he's had his bits off, so he don't go wandering, and he ain't got raggy ears. Because that's the only thing with tomcats. If they start looking for love, they'll fight and all sorts of things. And then if you don't watch them, they'll squirt in the house. So we always get a Tom and have them neutered. The only thing we do wish is when we got him, we got his brother because there was 2 of them, and we wish we got both of them together because they both look very, very similar, and it'd have been so cool. Because the other one might have been a bit more affectionate. He likes to go to sleep and then go out, and then he'll have a quick cuddle like that, but. That's him done. That's as much of attention as he wants. He just wants something to eat and then he wants to go out. So, sometimes you just need to. You do, Annie. Yeah, that's exactly what I tell my wife. I said, so what are you drinking for? I said, well, I just feel like relaxing.
Yeah.
Well, you could relax doing something else. I said, no, not as relaxing as what this is going to be. Oh, she doesn't go out anyway. Yeah, he won't stay in. It drives him mad. He hates... it gets to this time, and they must have some sort of clock. I mean, how does he know what time it is? But it's usually around this time, and he'll start, and then he'll go out, and he won't come back in until tomorrow morning. You get up, open the back door, and he'll come wandering in. And then he sleeps all day. He's only been in since about 11 today, I think.
Do you hear him meowing at the door, trying to get in?
He knocks on the window. He goes on the window ledge at the front and he starts going.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got this imagination of a cat knocking on the window.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Oh, they're really bright. Animals are so bright, aren't they? They know exactly what they want. I mean, if I shout, if he's asleep upstairs and I shout Jeff, because I call him Jeff, shout Jeff, do you want some chicken? he obviously he knows what the word chicken means. He associates it with what he's going to eat. And next thing is because he jumps off the bed and like a flying lump, and he's a big lad, so he goes as he hits the floor. Sounds like he's coming through, and he'll be straight down because he knows exactly what he's coming for. He's brilliant. He is so bright, and they just get to know you, don't they? I mean, I think sometimes
so it switched itself off.
Yeah, that would annoy me. So is it 5 clicks now to switch it on?
Yep.
My dog is either eating, sleeping, shitting, or humping you. Yeah, well, he's either awake or eating normally. But he's there, over there now, near the door, crouched down, like with his front paws under his body. He's like, let me out.
He's waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, if you leave him in at night, he's all right for a bit, and then all of a sudden he gets fed up, and he starts headbutting our bedroom door. And then when you open the door, he's already laid on one of the steps looking up like that, like, oh, did you hear that noise? And it woke me up. You know what I mean? my brother had not a Rottweiler, one of those Staffy. He had a Staffy, and he rescued her. She'd been in a puppy mill for years, and then when they didn't want, she couldn't do any more pups, they just opened the door and let her go, like. And they put her in a place, and he went and rescued her, and she was so lovely. They got, she said it was just an amazing dog, but unfortunately she'd been mistreated, and she got arthritis in one of her legs because it had been broken and never fixed properly. And so she got arthritis, and they had to give her an injection, and it was starting to make her ill, really poorly. And if they didn't give her the injection, she was in that much pain, and so my brother had to make the decision. And it drove him insane to have to do it to her. That. But it was one of the kindest things you can do.
See, like, some people are like, animal's just an animal.
Yeah.
But I've grown up with dogs all my life.
Yeah.
And they're not just an animal. They're part of the family. They're,
Yeah, they're entitled to as much money as what one of the kids would be. If you have to pay for the kid's medical treatment, then the dog has to have the same amount of money.
Yeah. My mum's got three dogs, 2 miniature poodles and a Bichon Frise.
Oh, yeah.
And all 3 of them are insured.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, we've got him insured. Now.
Very expensive, but you got to do it.
Yeah. It is painful to put an animal to sleep. It is, yeah. We had to. Our cat got to 22, and he got heart failure one day, and his tail went real fat. And we took him down. She said, "There's no hope for him. He's that age. He's got to go." And I was stood there crying like a baby. I couldn't get my head around it. It was so upsetting.
Yeah.
But and I'd felt like I was never going to have another animal, because you think, why would you put yourself through this again? You get them. And you keep them and you feed them every day, and they're just so cuddly. But anyway, we waited about 4 months, and Sue said, I'm ready for another cat. I said, oh, no, we're not having any more cats. Well, she said, just take me down to look at him then. So I went down, and she come out with him in her arms. She said, I'm taking him home. I said, all right, okay. And that was that.
You see, my parents' health-wise isn't great.
No, I'm the same.
So when they got the puppies, we were kind of a bit really, should you be getting puppies at your age and your health and stuff? But they're retired, so why not?
That is the thing, though. If you get a puppy, if you've had an older dog and it passes away, you don't remember what it's like to have a puppy. I mean, we had the kitten for 22 years. Because, the other one was 22 years old. And we went and fetched him. And, of course, it's just tearing up the house, up and down the stairs, round and around the kitchen. Cat football at, 3 a.m. And it's like, God, why did we bother with this? But then after about 6 months, he sat down. That's what I thought. Now I've got 9 cats. You're the cat lady. You're the cat lady.
9 cats.
They're
Wow.
beautiful, aren't they? They're beautiful. I don't think I could do 9, but 2 would have been nice. Especially
I think my youngest, she would have 9 cats. She'd probably have 12.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. She loves cats.
yeah. So I don't know if I could love 12 or 9, to be honest. So you can be a pain. You're the mad cat lady. That's it. Yeah, I'm the same.
Love them all.
I'm the same. Yeah.
Mm.
It's just, I mean, like we got him insured, and then I paid for one of those vet plan things where he gets his injection every year, and then they look at him as well, do an examination. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
I think last night's catching up on me. Wow, she used to have 16. Bloody hell.
Okay, then 16.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, congratulations on taking most of the cats in the area. I mean, pet food over here now. We worked it out. Because they eat about 3 pouches a day.
They just move in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They do. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Yeah, you ain't got to take one for a walk. You ain't got to clean up after it. So no poop bags if you've got a cat. But at least the cat buries it. Just doesn't leave it on the grass. Oh, he's going to have another lay in his bed now. He decided.
Giving up waiting.
He's doing that thing. I bought him a soft bed and just chucked it in here because it's really cool. I over the years I spent a lot of time up here when Sue was on full nights. I don't spend as much time as I used to, but I've got this cat bed because I just like to see him asleep in it, and he gets in and he starts doing that thing with his front paws, making it comfortable. It's a big fluffy thing. I don't know how you can make it any more comfortable.
My wife calls it making biscuits. Kneading. Making biscuits.
Yep. I think they do it to the mother while they're being fed out, don't they? I think that's what.
Yeah. We wanted to get a cat here, but our landlord said no pets allowed at all. Not even fish.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose if there's a shortage of housing, you can say what you want, can't you? You can understand him.
Yeah.
Because I mean, our cat, he's had to go at every bit of wallpaper. Any embossed wallpaper, he sharpens his claws in it. And Sue keeps saying, "Oh, we'll have to get that repapered." I says, "No, we're not, because he'll just do it again. So just leave it while he's still here."
Yeah.
We'll just keep painting over it. But so you can understand that.
Yeah.
So I'm knackered. I am, bloody hell. So you can understand that. And I suppose dogs, some people leave the dogs in all day and it upsets the neighbours, and then they've got that to deal with. But goldfish, I've never worried, I've never had any trouble with goldfish living next door to them.
No. I think because, like, if the tank leaks, it causes water damage.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, I suppose it's that, yeah.
Health and safety, I guess.
And I suppose if you've got... There's a lot of people can't find a house. I once came downstairs one morning, my goldfish had eaten. That was their mushrooms, though, wasn't it? And the light bulbs were dripping, and Pink Floyd was on flat out. My guinea pig is called Chips. My partner wanted to get a female one and call it Fish Cake. They don't live very long sometimes, do they? Hamsters and guinea pigs and that. And my daughter had 2 hamsters. One died immediately, and then the other one lasted about 2 or 3 years, and then she found it dead. So she put it in a box, and she was going to take it for a bit of an autopsy type thing. Anyway, she put it on the back seat, and my eldest granddaughter, who's 18 now, she was sat there. When she looked round, she knocked the top off the box, and she's stroking it, going, "Wake up, wake up." Anyway, it's coming to that time. We've just had a quick hour to sort of pop in, put something on this here channel. As I say, I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to keep uploading stuff.
No, that's
whether
it.
there is a big thing on about it, but I've got my other channel to rely on anyway, so I'll just carry on doing something else. One thing I've been looking at is the Osmo 3. I don't know if you're familiar with the Osmo 3.
No.
Osmo, I can't remember the name of the company, unless they are Osmo. They're one of these cameras. It's a camera. Looks like you hold it like that. And it's got a little head on the top like that. And it's got a built-in gimbal, so as you walk in, it doesn't shake.
Yeah. Okay.
And you press the button, and it turns itself around. So I've been looking at on them, but they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about one of them. Be perfect vlogging camera.
There you go. I'm knocking everything over now.
Yeah, you will do.
I've got a GoPro.
All right, yeah. Apparently with these, I suppose that'd just be the same anyway, wouldn't it? But if there's a particular kit I'm looking at. Go till 10:30 because it's your birthday. No, it was my birthday yesterday.
I was using the GoPro at the expo, and the external microphone that I had was coming loose. One of the bolts was coming loose. Yeah. So while I was walking around, you could see the microphone wobbling. And when I looked back at the footage, excuse me, you could hear the knocking of the microphone.
That's a shame.
So that's
it's
shit.
That's the thing, isn't it? You do. It's a once ever deal as well, isn't it? Because like you go to that point of the expo. So say it's a business day, and you're walking around at all the businesses. When you take it back to the hotel and realise by that time the sun's gone down and everything's shut, and it's ruined a full day's footage. You can never get that back because the next time will be a B2B day. Will be the following expo.
Yeah.
So that's
so it, really. when I go back, I'm not taking any microphones. I'm going to use the microphone that's on the GoPro.
Yeah.
See how that is.
The only thing is that sometimes it will pick up all the noise because it's built right onto the thing. But it'd be interesting to see that this Osmo thing. It comes with a pocket, a microphone similar to that Rode one, but you can put it on your shirt like that. Oh, Benny Vapes is in here.
Hello.
Have a look.
You put it on your shirt like that, and then you put a magnet behind it, and it sticks there. So just on about them. Little bro got one, didn't he? We're gonna have to stay later now because Benny's come.
You are, yeah. That's why I've come on.
I'm going to have to get a beer then and let the cat out. So I'll just leave you to have a word with each other.
Yeah, no problem. It's not like we have to talk to each other.
Jeff will be.
You're all right.
Jeff will be real pleased.
I'll pop the chat out so I can see everybody. Put my glasses on.
Yeah, I've got chat on my phone because it hasn't come up on my iPad.
All right, yeah.
So
it's a lot easier on a computer because you can pop it out.
Yeah, that's why I want to get a computer, another computer.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. You just pop it out like, you all right, everybody? Yeah. How are you? Yeah, you can pop it out. So it's better. And if you do get it with two screens if you're going to go live or like that because it's easier to do two screens, if you know what I mean, than have one.
Yeah.
Because you can just, especially if you're doing a live, you can sort of see what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
I've got a monitor that's hooked up to my MacBook Air by a HDMI cable, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't work very well.
Yeah. All right, everybody in chat. We'll just it's hard when you're doing it. When you do it on, it's all right for doing it singularly.
Yes,
John. Oh, yeah. It's all right for doing it singularly, as in yourself doing a recording or like that. Birdie, you bearded sexy bastard, how are you? Yeah, it's all right when you're doing it on your own, but when you've got trying to do a live, that's when it's going to be harder for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, you know, it just makes it so much easier when you've got a designated computer, whether it's a MacBook or whatever, or a PC, whichever way you want to go. It still makes it easier for you to sort of work, you know, on. And
I
joining with lives and that. Your sound's all right, your picture's all right, but you
it's
can't
just
do everything you want to do, can you?
Yeah, it's just not cutting the mustard.
Well, I'm on the same thing because for the last sort of 2 years, I've been trying to save up for a new camera because I want a designated camera. I've got the webcam, which is great, and I've got like a download camera. It's not a camera; it's like a book reader, like Mick's got. But it's not what I want, and I want because I want the Sony. I don't want like everybody else has got the Canon and that. I want the Sony one. But you can get the vlogging one, and you can get the one with a lens on it. And I just think if I get the one with a lens, it can grow with me a little bit, rather than just having one with a designated lens that's built in. Do you know what I mean? The vlogging camera one, but it's just that's different. But it's like 600 quid. Do you know what I mean? I keep getting near there, and then something comes up, and I buy something else, and then forget about it. So I don't know. I might have a look. I mean, Black Friday's coming up in it, so.
Yeah, I mean, I have gone live using my GoPro before and use my iPad to pop the chat out. That works, but then when I do this, that doesn't work.
Yeah. What is it used? Fagan uses his GoPro.
What you're saying is he's got deleted.
Oh, has it got deleted?
Yeah.
As in totally deleted, or
totally deleted? Yeah, they deleted the channel yesterday.
Wow.
He's got another channel though. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, but he's still not.
Well, 3,800 subscribers he's got it up to. So.
Yeah, he's over. Is he over 100,000 on other one?
127,000. 129,000.
It's a kicking fucking bollocks. That.
Yeah. Well, he said I don't think I want to start it again. He said it was a lot of work to get them. And he said the way vaping is now, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, you couldn't do it on vaping. You couldn't get nowhere near that on vaping.
No.
Well, you can unless you're paying for it. Do you know, like some people do?
Yeah.
You know, You know, you know, you've got to have a little bit of hindrance. I suppose it's like that. What is it? That Vape Paul or whatever it is. I noticed that him, even though I don't like his videos and that lot, I don't think they're that cracking. He has got better because he's got better equipment because obviously he's over a million subscribers, so he can
really
afford it now. Yeah, he walks around with security guards apparently.
Where does he live? Brazil?
It's by sounds of him, it must be like I don't know if he's French or something like that. He's over that way. Do you know what I mean? When you hear him talk, he's not English isn't his first language. Plenty pay for it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. But he's over a million. So when you get to that, you get people paying for his stuff, don't you? So you can afford. So all ones that have got like nice cameras and things like that can afford it because you know it's a business and you've got to invest in your business. Where this is an hobby for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do
you know what I mean? And you know, getting to that point where you can afford a 700, 800 pound camera to do recording on.
I suppose it comes to the point where when you're at that level, you can't afford not to have a 700.
No, that's it. That's what you've got to make a decision on, innit? Do you know what I mean? You've got to make a decision, like you were Mick saying, you know, I wouldn't mind doing it on your other channel a little bit more than, you know. Then you've got to invest in it, like you've done with microphone and that.
Yeah,
you've got to invest in it.
Yeah,
you've got to invest in these things to make it better because people aren't going to watch you now unless you've got clear audio, clear fucking picture.
Right.
And, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so
I actually had a lady from Australia listening to me on my other channel, and rightly or wrongly, she said, "I said, oh, I've not seen you on here before. It's the first time you've watched it." But no, she said, it's the first time I've commented. I normally listen. It helps me get to sleep. I'm an insomnia, so I didn't know whether that was good or whether it was bad, to be really honest.
Well, you don't know whether to do short stories. Do you know bedtime stories with Mickey
I don't know. Oh yeah, can you imagine?
You got one of them voices.
The only trouble is with me that I've had years and years of drinking, and I have like black spots sometimes where I get halfway through a sentence and it just like bye, and then it's like. Where did that go? So it's not easy.
I do that all the time, mate. My mind goes all over the place.
You know?
And that's the thing. That's the other thing when you're doing lives, you've got to sort of think on your feet quickly to see where you're going with things in it. Do you know what I mean? That's the other tip I give people if ever they do lives. When you're doing it on your own, it's hard. Mick does it on his own. It's hard doing it on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what
That's
you
the
do,
thing.
Not going.
when you've got a desk full of stuff, all of a sudden the chat dries up and you just look around and you pick some up and then you go like, oh yeah, I'd reviewed this one as well. I don't know if you remember this review, and then you go, you can soon fill a space and then you'll promote another conversation about that. Yeah. Even if some people say it was shit, it's like, oh, I bought that, I didn't like it. Then you're like, well, it creates that sort of thing.
Water bottle.
Yeah, exactly. And Shane's just saying, I watched a guy who does hotel reviews. He started out normal bloke, now he's become a posh twat due to YouTube. To be fair, if you can eat that niche, there is a market for it. Once you get up to that 50,000, do you know what I mean? Once you get to 50,000, that's when people start sort of, you can get, more money on your Patreon and, YouTube members. And, when you go in, I noticed like Mike Vapes went in like other day and people were like, oh, super chat. You can earn a bit of money on it doing that by people, donating to you and things like that.
Well, I turned the ads off on this one today because I thought, I only make 9 pence. So is it really worth getting on everybody's tits?
I do it for fun, me, sometimes. I put it on just to piss them off.
Yeah, it's a shame that Nicky's not here today because it would miss his manscaping videos. He always seems to get manscaping videos. So I think Mrs. Maynard would be really pleased about him watching me because, I bet he's trimmed up down there and everything.
Yeah. I've moved on to Auto Trader. Mine now, Auto Trader ads. Cloud Chuckers fixed his boiler. I did tell him to read the instructions, and he did, and now he's working.
There you go. Who's got 100,000 subs?
The guy who does the hotel reviews.
Yeah. You ever watched the McMaster?
Oh no.
There's a guy. I think he used to be a radio presenter, or he's got some sort of media background, and they call him the McMaster. A lot of people, if 20 people say I know the McMaster, 10 of them will say he's a wanker. And the other 10 will say, watch everything that he does. Because sometimes it can come over a little bit clever, but he used to live in America as well. So he goes back to his friends in America and he'll film all around this place and go for meals. And some people are really jealous, but he bought himself an electric car, an electric Porsche. And he did a video the other week and he said, I'm not going to tell you how much I earn, but he said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how much I earn off this video. So he said, when it gets to 1 million views, he said, I'll tell you how much I got paid for 1 million views. And for 1 million views on a video, he got $500.
Yeah, exactly. It is. And that's what you've got to aim for. If you're getting them views in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what the biggest music video is on YouTube? Highest watched YouTube video.
I do.
For music.
I think I do. Isn't it?
No.
I can't remember what they call him. And he hadn't turned the money on for it.
No.
Wrong one then.
It's not what you think.
Who is it?
Baby Shark.
Oh, well, yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Baby Shark.
Yeah. What do they call that? Cozier or Gaultier?
2.2 billion views.
Wow. That's better money then.
2.2 billion.
So for 500 quid for 1 million, how much has it made?
It depends. I don't know, because YouTube is really funny that you can't monetize children's stuff, didn't they? They brought it in. This is why.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So and then there's Haha's got something like 1 billion, and I think there was someone else that's just gone over, like Bridge Over Troubled Waters or something, has just gone over 1 billion views.
Can you remember that song called Somebody Who I Used to Know? I can't remember the name of the singer.
Yeah.
He never monetized that, and he gives it away free for people to use.
Right.
For different people, he actually lets them use it in different things. But apparently, I think there's another reason why he didn't monetize it, because it's all made up of everybody else's songs that cut up.
Yeah.
So we probably would have worked out anyway. They're calling Gaultier or something.
The theme, like the background, the music actually sounds like Bar Bar Black Sheep or something like that. I know you're not supposed to say that anymore, but you know.
Well, I've seen the Black Sheep. I
You
used
can't
to be
say
one.
Rainbow Sheep now, can you? Because that's offensive.
Oh, everything's offensive.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, on a day like today, when you're remembering 19-year-old lads that got killed in trenches in a country they'd never even been to before, and now you've got to wrap a dinosaur blanket around you because somebody called you a dickhead. It's just goes to show you, doesn't it, how life's changed. Men used to be men.
Yeah.
You know, and ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is, mate. It is. Why not? Because it's offensive to the LGBTQ plus B, W, Z, Y, and J.
I don't think it will. Though. I've got friends who are gay, and I've got friends that are bisexual, and I've got family members that have been bisexual, and I don't ever remember mentioning it. You know what I mean? And I've got one friend who is black and gay, and he's never ever mentioned anything about sheep.
It just offends the Welsh.
Oh, that's opening a chocolate box, isn't it? Next time I see him, I'm going to actually ask him if he's offended by it. And the other thing is, I don't think anybody's ever been offended by seeing a poppy on somebody's lapel.
No.
Kristen Hankey's a millionaire. Kristen. Oh, these prank videos. Yeah. I used to like that bloke. Have you seen that bloke where he pulls up next to people and makes them happy? He just pulls up next to people and they put the window down and they go, "You look amazing," and they smile. You know, or he'll come out with some sort of dad joke one-liner. You know what I mean?
Is that the what is it? Him that dresses right posh.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one where he stands outside supermarkets?
He's ace. Yeah,
I think he's fully as old. Have a smashing day. Have a smashing day.
He's actually getting paid for it now, and he's doing it as a professional thing.
Yeah, well, he does it as he's a comedian, isn't he? He does his
and a compare as well. But 6 months ago, they were chucking him out of shops. The Greeters Guild.
Greeters Guild, that's it. Greeters Guild, yeah.
He went to Wilko's, and he stood in Wilko's, and they went, "Have you got permission to be in here?" He says, "Oh, yeah, it's from head office." He said, "Well, can you give us the name?" Well, he says, "I can't think of it at the moment." He said, "You're not supposed to be in here, and I want you to leave the shop." And all he was doing to people was saying, "You look amazing today. Thank you for shopping with us."
Yes, thank you for shopping with Wilko's. Thank you. I think I do think he's funny. I do think he's funny. Have a great day. Have a smashing day. Well, that dress looks really good on you. You look fantastic.
Well, we were in Benidorm, and we were in the Rose and Crown, I think they call it, the one where that she sings off Bargain Living Brits. I think they call it the Rose and Crown, and we got the table right next to the fence because it's into wall, is it? It's a fence. And we were there, and I said to my mate, we'd had a few beers. I said, "What's this? It's brilliant fun, this." And I just hung over the fence, and there was a walking past. I'm going, "Excuse me." I said, "What, mate?" I said, "That shirt really suits you." And the amount of people, and we did it about 20 times. And then there was this couple that said, "You look really absolutely amazing together. I bet you're really happy in life." And they just started laughing, and they're coming in and had a drink with us.
Yeah, I seen that one shared today of a veteran getting nicked for having an opinion. You can't have opinions now. Not allowed.
No. The police are evidence gatherers, aren't they? It's not always the fault of the police, but they're actually evidence gatherers, and they'll report you for that offence. And if the Crown prosecution say it into defence, then you'll get an apology, and off he goes. But 84 years old, that's amazing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I did notice watching just while we're on watching Armistice parade yesterday. And do you remember when we were kids? And this just brings back to the world wars and that lot. And everybody saying, "Oh, people are dead. Why should we do it anymore?" And that lot. Yeah. It used to be you'd have about 10, 20 different people on there saying, "I remember doing Normandy beaches. I was there on Normandy Beach," and all that. There was one.
Yeah.
100-year-old man. Yeah. That is the last remaining Normandy beach landing.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Wow.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is,
yeah.
My granddad was that one of them. And that beach when they were bombing him. Yeah, when they were bombing him. He came back mentally ill. Well, I think apparently he was mentally ill before he went. He was he couldn't leave it behind, like that was the trouble.
Yeah.
We said to him one day,
I just hate everyone.
I just hate everyone, yeah. I bet you do.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you're 84, if you get life imprisonment, it's not going to, it's not going to be too bad, is it?
No.
That's
a line from Bernard Manning with that.
Was he really?
When someone said, someone turned around to him and says, "Bernard Manning, I think it were, what is it? She used to dress up as that old woman, and she used to do interviews."
Dame Edna.
No. It's
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
She died of cancer, didn't she?
Yes,
Carolina Hearn. She's in the royal family.
Yeah. That's the one. She went interviewing him and says, "Hey, Bernard, hey, you're a racist," and he went, "No, I just hate everybody."
He was racist, wasn't he?
Oh,
well, he was a racist comedian. But I mean, it was the comedy around that time. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it was the comedy around that time. It wouldn't be acceptable now.
Yeah, but you shouldn't
You've been called racist 3 times this week for wearing a poppy.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be for wearing a poppy. It is, because you're not racist. It's like I keep seeing people on X saying, "Oh, the far right," because you've got a Union Jack on your picture.
Yeah.
Well,
that's ridiculous.
That's what they do, though. That's what they do. It's a cancel culture. It's like if you say something that's offensive, and then they want to cancel you, so they'll pretend you don't. 3 times. Why would you be a racist for that?
Don't know.
Unbelievable.
World's gone to pot.
We're living in. It is.
Well, I suppose really it's like that's the thing that they say to you when you don't do what they want you to, isn't it? Really, they call you that. They've got to get you to show, yeah. They've got to keep you quiet. Yeah.
Anyway, better be quiet about might get cancelled.
Might get cancelled, yeah. Well, it could be worse. I've got another channel. Far right. Well, the thing is now being far right isn't. You're not as right as you used to be before you was far right. Are you? Now, if you actually say to somebody, "I don't agree with that happening," I don't want my money to be spent on that, then you're far right. And you've only got to, chuck a brick at somebody, and then you're a writer far right, and you get 3 years.
Yeah. Well, if you stab a policeman in the head, they get 18 months.
Yeah. If you kick off in Manchester Airport, you don't even get
in yet. 12 months later, and you're still waiting.
That's ridiculous.
It is. It's just a whirlwind, isn't it? We're just whirlwind.
Well,
and it's just we've got weak governments. Everywhere's got weak governments. I think they're all. Yeah, I don't agree with that. It's a minute silence, a minute silence. Do you know what I mean? Celtic fans were singing all the way through it. It's thinking.
What was the reason for that?
So, have you not seen it? Because obviously, because Celtics is an Irish descent in it. Do you know what I mean? That's a Catholic. A lot of them don't agree with wearing the poppy if you're Irish, for what obviously the British military did in Ireland, from 1972 or whatever it was when it started, they go back to 1960s and escalated into 70s.
Yeah.
So they don't agree with that. Why are you celebrating that? That's what that is.
Right. So that's why they did
it. That's why it all comes. Yeah. So that's why they probably did it.
So I suppose that's your right to protest, or do you call them far right for doing it?
No, you can't. The left. I don't know which is left and me fucking right at the moment. To be honest with you.
Well, they used to call you a loony lefty, but now you're far right instead.
I'm a lefty.
I mean, can you? One thing, I've been doing this a lot today, talking about politics, and I don't normally. I think it's because I've got turned 58, so I've got an opinion on everything. And one thing I was thinking about was what state Twitter would be in now that Trump's got re-elected. If it was still the same people, if the still the same people own Twitter, because they cancelled him, didn't they? They switched him off.
Yes. Yeah, that's why he bought him.
Yeah, that's why I must bought him. Yeah,
that's why he bought him. He said, "Fuck it, then I'll buy you out."
Yeah, but not like now that Trump has now got to be the president of America. Can you imagine what would happen to Twitter if he was still switched off? I think after about 2 days, they'd be switched off, wouldn't they? So right, we're not having you.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, Bunny just saying supporting the pop is section here in Northern Ireland. Apparently, it's only Protestants that remembers. Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's why. Yeah,
it is complicated. So I can't have an opinion on that because I don't really know. But I suppose everybody's got a right to protest, but everybody's got a right to complain that you protest, don't they, as well? So that's the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're popping yourself.
But way it's going, mate, it might have been better if we'd have all be speaking German.
Well, yeah, we'd have more BMWs.
Yeah.
You'd be able to do 120 down the motorway.
Yeah, exactly.
Vaping your tobacco vape.
Yeah. With big tanks.
I was looking at that bloody thing they're on about banning vaping anywhere that you can't smoke.
Yes. And they're on about banning it outside schools, hospitals, and that includes smoking as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in public areas. That's what all this, we were talking about this is what the vape bill is, if you're looking at the vape bill. It's all in there.
So I won't be able to vape in my cab?
No.
You won't be able to vape in your van?
No. But we can at the moment, because as company allows it. You can't smoke in the van.
No.
But yeah, you won't be able to vape in the van. You won't be able to, you're not supposed to smoke in your van. You're not supposed to vape in your van. You won't be able to, like say, outside pubs. Won't be able to do that.
No, you can. They've actually included that in that thing that they were not.
Oh, they've included. It's going to be not going to do.
They're not going to stop people smoking or vaping outside a pub because it would be detrimental to the business. Well, I think it'd be detrimental to my business if they didn't let you vape in a taxi.
Well, you just have to get out and stand on the street.
I know. Can you imagine that, getting out of your own car? Because I mean, like when they brought the smoking ban in, I wasn't allowed to smoke in it, even on my day off. Yeah. And it's my own private car. Look at those. I've started him yawning now. I'm one beer in. I'm feeling a lot better. for Prime Minister.
Maybe I need to have a beer.
I would have thought so before, but he's turned out to be a bit of a prick as well, to be honest with you.
But they all are, aren't they? Because I mean, you couldn't vote for Conservatives the way they were going on. My missus vapes, I vape. She owns the car, so we'll vape it. Yeah, well, you can if it's a car. I'm on about it being a licensed Hackney carriage.
Yeah, they do, Cloud Tucker. They have it e-cig wizard shops in hospitals, but they're banning smoke because the doctor said, "How can you turn around to someone's at end of life saying you can't go out for the cigarette?"
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
You can't.
Do you know, what am I to deny a guy that's done it all his life and he's end of life? Why am I saying to him suddenly you can't smoke outside?
Yeah. And the other thing is,
vote for Benny. Vote for Benny in the EC Click Awards.
They've just found. Well, I don't seem to be getting in there either at the minute, so we'll see.
Yes, vote for Mickey Love. Get Mickey Love in.
Don't
get me this year. I got him vape around. Get Mickey in.
If you were going to vote for anybody, don't vote for me. Vote for Benny. Because I might get cancelled.
Use two votes.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with the general election. You end up with dickheading.
No, that's because half of the population didn't fucking vote.
Yeah. Sure.
That's what that was. In my constituency, right, when I had a look, there was 28% turnout for voting. 28%.
I've always said you can't moan if you don't vote.
Not exactly, but there still will. But if you don't get off your... I didn't go out and vote because I don't agree with anyone. Well, then don't fucking complain then if you haven't voted.
There should... I think really... I've always said there should be a box at the bottom saying abstain. And then make it compulsory to vote. You must vote. You must go out and vote. You must, because I mean, it's like I can never understand women that won't vote. My wife won't. And I play hell up with her. I said, there's bloody Emily Pankhurst and that died.
Yeah, to give you a voting right.
To give you a voting right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't understand it. If you do,
yeah. Well, what gets me as well is... and this is what's annoying me is the. I don't know what that was then.
It's a word from our sponsor.
When you see the Parliament doing a vote and they're voting on something, and half of them fucking abstain from voting. Like the winter fuel.
How can you?
The winter fuel allowance, fucking something like 60% of them abstained from fucking voting.
Because
why have you had to stay from fucking voting? Just vote. Yes or
because
no.
They've got to the line.
Fucking simple.
Sorry about that. My youngest is saying good night.
All right.
All right, it's not a problem.
Good night.
Good night.
Not voting is a vote for the winner. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Exactly. I couldn't vote for reform because we didn't have a parliamentary seat in our area.
I did.
So I couldn't vote for them. And I wasn't voting for the Green Party.
But I'm a little bit like you. Probably wish I hadn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of them sort of elections, though. I didn't want to vote for the Conservatives, and I can't vote for Labour because I don't like them. I never have done. It's just my pen wouldn't work in that square, even if I tried. So I went for Farage. But it's like you listen about Tommy Robinson and stuff like that. You listen to some people, and it's like Tommy Robinson knows exactly what he's on about. Listen to other people, it's just a Judas that's after making the money.
Yes, there's a cokehead and all this lot.
Yeah.
Whichever way you like, whichever way you think about him, it has put up some truths.
It's put a lot of truths up.
Do you know what I mean? So, and like I say, all these people that went to prison for saying the wrong things, hurty words.
Yeah, hurty words.
Them hurty words was correct as it came out.
Yeah. You've only got to look at Savile. Savile's crimes were buried in full view for years. And 2 days after he died or whatever, a week after he died, all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, he's dead now, we can do it.
We can do it, yeah.
And then they went after people that hadn't even done anything wrong and pursued them for years and years and years. Dave Lee Travis was a Radio 1 DJ, and all they could actually get him for was groping a woman in the 70s. That's what they got.
They went after Cliff Richard as well, didn't they? They went after Cliff Richard, and they couldn't find out on Cliff Richard.
Yeah. Wouldn't
the squeakiest fucking clean person in fucking thing. They couldn't find fuck all.
Right,
they raided his house and everything, didn't they?
Yeah. Dave Lee Travis, he lost his house for his legal bills. It's the only way he's kept out of prison. And they said they've just pursued me, and they just kept rearresting him. As soon as he got found not guilty, they rearrested him for something else. And he hadn't done it wrong. I mean, he might have been... Radio 1 DJs, they were treated like God. He used to get $6,000 to open a shop.
Oh, yeah.
And they used to behave... Probably the behaviour was terrible. But the trouble is, you're trying them for what we think nowadays, when in actual fact, the so-called crime they committed was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Guy Stewart, you all right, mate?
Guy Stewart, nice to see you. Is that the original Guy Stewart?
My grandma wouldn't watch Jimmy Savile.
No.
She tell you to turn the TV off. She says he's a fucking pervert. And this was before it even came out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Shane Gibson says Johnny Rotten called Savile out in the 70s.
He did.
Oh, I've seen that one. I did see that one.
And got cancelled.
Yeah, kicked off. It never been on BBC since, had they?
No.
Yeah.
For saying that.
Yeah.
Like I say, they all knew about it. Well, fucking this next one's P. Diddy, innit? That's fucking next one.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I reckon P. Diddy was involved with Tupac's death.
Allegedly.
All right.
If you're saying it on YouTube, it's got to be allegedly.
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 We ain't got that much money.
No. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. It is rumoured.
It is rumoured that.
Yeah.
I heard it somewhere, but I can't remember where it was. It might have been on X.
Oh, mate, I love X now.
The only trouble is with it, though, if it's like, I understand what they're saying, because the ex-employees, one of the ex-employees said, if you watch something on Twitter, it then picks up on what you want to watch. So then it just keeps showing you them. So if you see people getting off a boat on the beach and you click on that and then you watch another one, it'll then suggest another 50 videos of people getting off a boat on a beach. But there might be months and months and months apart, but your brain thinks, oh, look at all them people that came over yesterday.
Yeah. I do understand that. It's a bit like YouTube. As soon as you watch something on YouTube, your feed is fucking full.
It is,
of fucking things that I never want to watch. Yeah. I watched a couple of car videos. Now everything's cars.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you? Have you seen? Oh, you won't see my car video, will you?
Oh no! Why? What's that one?
Well, we stood here yesterday, and my daughter said, "Oh, you're getting picked up at 1:30." I said, "All right then." And then the day before, my wife said, I never call her my missus. I don't know why I've called her. My wife said, it sounds so fun when you call her my wife, doesn't it? She said, 1:00. We're getting picked up. I said, well, that's funny. She said, she said, just be ready for 1:00. I said, yeah. I said, why? Do you know something? She said, no, I don't know anything, but I've just been told to be ready for 1:00. So we stood there, and all of a sudden a woman knocks at the door. She said, Mick, there's a woman at the door. So I opened the door, and I recognised the woman because she's on my Facebook. She said, your lift's around the corner. I want you to come outside so I can film you as it comes up. I've been told to. I said, all right. So we stood there, and a 1963 Buick, I can't remember the other thing, that used to belong to I can't think of who it was now. It's gone out of my head. Came round the corner, big American 1963 classic car. Yeah. And with massive wheels on it and stuff like that. And they pulled up in front of us outside the house. 7-litre V8.
Nice.
Big black thing. Absolutely gorgeous. I look at my phone and I'll tell you exactly what it was. It was a Buick. But I'd actually seen this car going through Gainsborough once before. Because apparently it was Bill's first car. Because I showed him a photo. Buick Riviera.
Nice.
And it used to, Conway Twitty. It used to belong to Conway Twitty.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, pulls up and we gets in. And he said, we've got loads of time. He says, let's go for a ride round. Oh, all right. And so we gets in that and I'm sat in the passenger seat. And we gets going on the way up to my daughter's house. And all of a sudden he pulled up and backed into this thing there. And I thought he must be turning around and going around the other way. I don't know what he's doing that for. And he jumped out and says, right, get in. And I drove it to my daughter's.
Really?
Oh, nice.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I like to drive, all right.
Oh, yeah. 1963, though, so it's absolutely, it's huge. I'd driven a Cadillac before. I didn't tell him that, but it was like a 2004 Cadillac in 2004, so it was a brand new one. But absolutely gorgeous. I dread to think how much, because American classics are an absolute fortune.
Yeah. Well, British classics are. I looked on my Mark III Cortina. If I wanted to buy one now, $5,000.
Yeah. You look at a Cosworth, 30.
Yeah.
Cosworth Sapphire.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'll just see if I can do it. If you're on my Facebook, you'll have already seen this because I posted it on there today.
Yeah, you're right, that Shane. Google the piercing site. Next thing I got ads on for sites on Facebook. Yeah, you get that. If you talk about things, that's what you usually get. If you talk about things, suddenly me Alexa, I've got a Alexa 5 thing. Nice. Looks a bit like Batman at front, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's that shape, isn't it, with the big...
yeah.
That's what it looks like at the back.
Nice.
Isn't it gorgeous? They've even put the ribbons on the doors.
At the back of there.
Well, there probably was a few in there. See if I can find the one of me driving it. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, so you were talking about when you're talking and then your feed comes up with what you're talking about. So me and the wife, we were talking about tattoos. I want to get a compass on my hand with all the places that I've visited abroad.
Oh yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm looking through wherever it is, Google or whatever, and it's come up. Tattoo, compass. I'm
really?
Like, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Your phone listening to it.
Yeah. My phone's listening to me.
Yeah.
I get things on, like I say, I've got an Amazon Show 5 side of bed, and it'll pick up if you're talking on something, and suddenly it'll go on Amazon. We found this for you. We found this for you. Or if I'm singing, it could come up 80s tunes.
I bet it keeps ordering extra large condoms for you, doesn't
it? No, I'm not that fucking big. Extra small if there were. Yeah, so they do pick things up. So just try it next time you sat in the living room and all. Try talking about like washing machines or dog food or all like that, and suddenly all your adverts are fucking dog food and John Lewis.
Yeah, we were on. I think I've told everybody, but we were on our way to Skegness one day, and on the radio it said that the shop was opening in Skegness, and Steve's phone heard it. I'd heard about this microphone thing. It was before I started going live on anywhere. So I turned the microphone off on Facebook so he couldn't listen to me. And so when we got there, Sue put her Facebook on, and it was giving you directions to this shop that was opening. it heard the announcer's voice on the radio. I switched mine on, and no trace of it at all. So it's Facebook listening to what you're saying.
Yeah. They all do it.
Yeah.
I get it on my Google feed. When you go on to thingy, if I've looked for, that's another thing. Rugby. If I look for rugby league, nearly all my feeds about rugby league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had it on a computer.
I've
had it on a computer where you'll search on Google for a pair of trainers. My Google Whisper. Yeah, I can imagine that. Fleas and filth.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Graham never came in.
Don't know. You thought I would have done by now.
No, he's all right. He sent me. I didn't know if I was allowed to talk about it, but he sent me an e-liquid out, and it's called A and B. And A is a dessert, and B is a fruit. And I got in touch with him today, and he said, "I don't know where the citrus flavour's coming out." And he says, "Well, I don't, because I ain't putting it in." He said, "It must be the acid. It must be the acids rubbing together or something." You know what I mean? But whatever I said. Anyway, I stopped vaping that, and I went back to vaping the other stuff, and I could taste citrus in that as well.
Right.
And I realised it was the birthday cake I'd had. It must have been in the cake, like they put that essence in the cake. And it must have been that, but now it doesn't taste a bit like citrus.
Bad hair day.
And he says, "Oh, it needs a steep," and I've decided it doesn't. To be honest, that's absolutely lovely.
Nice.
I'm the same, Graham.
Yeah, me too.
I need a haircut.
This was my birthday present from my wife. 24 cans of this.
That's what is it? I saw a video of a guy that went round Leeds going up Beeston and all that lot, and all alcoholics were drinking that.
Well, OJ?
Yeah, OJ, yeah.
I must be an alcoholic then. Well, I used to buy this from my local shop, but then since Brexit, you couldn't get it. Because you used to be able to order it from Belgium and they used to send it over. And then with the import tax, they stopped sending it over because they've got stronger ones than this.
All right.
My mate Mark, he likes it. And thank you very much, Guy. It was yesterday, but I'm celebrating today because I'm 58 and 1 day. Anyway, we found it on Amazon, and there was this in Special Brew, and I said, "This is a nice beer. It really is a nice beer, and it comes in an amazing box as well." Mm. So she ordered it, and it come out with one of them things with the bloody plastic over the top. One of the amazing box at all. Oh, the last time I ordered it, the box was a picture. It was beautiful, really like handcrafted. Right. It was lovely. But it's a nice beer, but it's 8.5%. You're going to do a couple.
I saw that Jeremy Clarkson's now being Waitrose. You can get a case of Waitrose Hawkston Lager now from Waitrose.
Oh, can you? I got a case of that for youngster. How old are you, Guy? I don't think we've ever had Guy in. He must have followed you in.
No, must have done.
I'll be back in a minute.
Hello, mate.
There is a Guy Stewart, isn't there? A famous person called Guy Stewart. I can't think who it is.
But yeah, the what is it? The Hawkston Lager. I tried the cider. It was all right. It wasn't old.
To be honest, I tried the lager, and I'd much rather drink Carling.
Right.
And I'd really much rather drink like that or Special Brew or something like that.
Yeah. Well, he's now saying that we got that busy. He used to do because it used to be hops from his farm, didn't it? 63, youngster.
I was 63. Yeah. Guy Stewart was an actor, wasn't he?
Yes.
Mm. But it's definitely not him because he's a lot more than 63. I think he's about 120 now, isn't he?
But yeah, he was saying on there that he's now got that big that they had to get imported from other farms locally to get the hops to do his beer.
Yeah.
He's do his beer. So
he's just had a bit of an health scare as well, hasn't
he? Yeah. He's just kicking off because they banned the farmers from processing in London, didn't they?
Really?
Yeah.
Infamous. Yeah. That'll do. The thing is with him, he's got a big voice. He's got a big following, and they're the people you need. They can actually change things. Somebody with that amount of following, you look at I don't know if he's on Twitter, but you look at his YouTube videos, they get 1 million views in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I have noticed that James May is now on YouTube, as his own YouTube channel.
Yeah, because they're not together anymore, are they? That was James Stewart, that's right, of course it was. I'm confusing it with Guy, the motorbike
guy. Ritchie.
Guy. No, the motorbike guy. What do they call him? Guy. Can't remember it. From Louth. The motorbike racer.
Oh, yeah.
And what did that fast speed run on a JCB? The souped a JCB up, got to do 90 or something, didn't they?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
But yeah, because he drove the new, what is it, truck? The Cybertruck.
I fancy going them. Guy Martin, thank you. Bunny's into a motorbike, isn't she? He actually lives not far from here. And if you go to the sand racing at Mablethorpe, he's there all the time. And you go up, you go.
Oh, he's a
very good mate of yours. Oh, no. What, Guy Martin is?
Guy Fawkes, yeah. Any other guys? Come on, name any other guys. I've gone Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, penny for the guy. I know him. Yeah, he actually lives near Louth. He used to work for a lorry company near Louth, Guy Martin.
All right.
Or whether it was his own lorry company, I don't know. He was just the fitter for him. And then, you've known him for 20 years. And if you go sand racing at Mablethorpe, he's there every week, more or less. And you go up to him and say, you get starstruck and go, oh, Guy, can I have a photo? Of course you can, mate, because he talks like that, doesn't he, Guy Martin? He's a lovely, lovely guy. I've got a photograph of him with my niece.
Right.
But he doesn't know he doesn't know he's famous, does he? See?
I've been to Skeggy since for ages.
Mablethorpe, not Skeggy.
Both either. Both same.
No, they actually do sand racing. Well, they don't. They do sand racing at Mablethorpe.
They're not far from each other. I used to go to Mablethorpe when I was a kid.
We used to go to Golden Sands.
That's where we were. Golden Sands. Yeah. Do you remember we used to stop in the wind? Do you remember the windmill? As you drove, there used to be a windmill at the other side. On the side of the road, part of the Golden Sands. It's not there. I don't think it's there anymore. But we used to stop in there. We used to stop in there. We're part of Golden Sands. Because we used to go over to the swimming. I used to be able to go over to the swimming pool. We used to always stop there.
Can you remember the roundabout with a pub in front of it? Well, that turned into a shop, it was a shop. Then it turned into a pub. I don't know what it is now. I ain't been for ages. We're still working nights. We never got a chance to go anywhere. And since she's not been on nights, we've never got a chance to go anywhere for some reason. Yeah. There's been so much on, hasn't there? Really, I went to Benny for 4 days. She's just been to Centre Parks with Lou for a couple of days. They had a really good time. Right. With just everything, like obviously with this, and like trying to get any money in nowadays just seems to be an absolute nightmare for me. I don't know what's happened, but it used to be really bloody easy, but now it's not. Just at the minute.
I don't think people are going out as much, so are they?
No, they're not. No, I mean Saturday night here was worse than the week last Tuesday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And you could see the pubs were empty. There's nobody about. You used to get the after trade, where everybody else used to go home and I'd be there on my own. And I'd sometimes stay 2 hours. Phone's ringing. Can I go to the garage, get some beer, come back? Can I go to get some tobacco, come back? You know what I mean? And each job was 10 or 15 quid, 20 quid, that sort of thing. Because they're not bothered, because they're all like on a mission. All that's dried up. It's gone. All of it. You know. And it's just life. I mean, I got through 2008 and I got through a pandemic, so I'm going to get through this.
Yeah,
but,
of course you are, yeah.
The only thing is you never really set up for it because, like, when Lou was first took poorly, I got some savings in the business account and some other savings, and it's all, you're not quite as interested in working as you used to be.
No.
So it sort of dwindles away. And I've gone to a few things that, once upon a time I'd never thought of having a day off and having a party.
Yeah.
But you think, I don't know how long I've got to.
No. So, enjoy it, yeah. Exactly,
you know what I mean? Yeah. If in later life, I ain't got any money left, I'll be, so be it. That's the way it is. Yeah. Guy Martin, my sister-in-law, is a poster and a clock with his face in it in her kitchen. Guy Martin, all right. I don't know if anybody knows. I'm going to just show you this. I don't know if anybody knows what this is. It's not. I don't know. Has my camera moved? That's actually a picture. That's Colin McRae's Dakar car, and right across the top it says to Mick, all the best, Colin McRae.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
and I've had that. I got that a year and a half before he died because my brother used to work for the farmer who was his auntie and uncle.
Ah, right.
And my brother said, my brother is absolutely crackers on Colin. And she said to him, because they're all Scottish, aren't they? She went, oh, how old's your brother? He went, 46. And she looked at him like, why would a 46-year-old man want Colin's autograph? Anyway, it turned up. So he brings it and he went, yeah, I've got you that. So where is it? So I pulls it out and it's a very, very thin piece of paper. So I actually had it framed. And in them days, it was 70 quid to have it framed.
Yeah.
That's why it's in a silver frame. It wants to be in something else, really. But it was 70 or 75 quid to have it framed. When I looked at the back of the envelope, it got Colin McRae's full address on it.
All right.
So I ripped it up really small and put it in the bin. I thought, I don't want to get pissed and start sending in letters in the middle of
the night. Yeah, she's saying I can get 18 cans for £70 at Tesco's, cheaper than going down the pub. Yeah, but what happened to getting 24 cans? Why is it 18 now?
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I do get it. Morrison's did have the odd 24 of...
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but why is it 18? Why has it suddenly gone down to 18, not 24? Where's the other 6 cans gone?
Same reason why you open a packet of Walker's Crystal, there's some at the bottom.
Oh, mate, they're fucking...
It's ridiculous.
It's a bag of fresh air.
Yeah.
They say that it gives it time to... it gives it room to keep them fresh.
What, putting less crisps in them?
Tell you what I do, I go down my local. The guy's Indian. And I go in. And he was right disappointed the other week because I went in and got 2 big bottles of pop. I normally get 8 cans of special brew. Yeah, so much for... Yeah, well, I'm into my first beer now. We'll be at 1:30. We probably won't because Sue comes in at 11:10. That's what happened. It was Benny's fault.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm quite happy, to be honest. I'm quite happy. Sometimes you just think, oh, well, we'll just pack it in and then we'll do an after show or something like that. And then, like you told, met Tom Baker in a pub in Oxford once. He gave me a badge.
Was it a Blue Peter badge?
Have you seen his John Pertwee's son?
Oh, no.
He was in EastEnders. And a spitting image of his dad. Do you remember John Pertwee?
Right. Mm-hmm.
He was a doctor, wasn't he? Yeah, spitting image of his dad. You could see exactly who he was.
Right. I saw, do you remember Chaz and Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Dave in a pub, in a village pub, when we were stopping over one time. We're having a beer. He used to come in and have a beer on the night, yeah. So we go, obviously when you work away, you go and have a beer, don't you? So we're down London, we just go for a beer. And, we were having
was he performing in the area, like, or was he just his local?
No, it's a local pub. We're just coming in for a local beer. We're just coming in for a beer, like, it was a local pub. We just sat at a bar having a beer with talking to people. Like, Dave.
Yeah.
You know,
weird, isn't it, when you see him? They never look the same, do they?
No.
You know, EastEnders. Like, obviously, everyone knows EastEnders, right?
Yeah.
So there's a guy that plays Stuart.
I don't watch EastEnders, to be honest, but
I'm not sure what his surname is in the show, but his actual name is Ricky Champ. I went to school with him. He was in my drama class.
Well, at least he listened, John. You didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually see him a couple of days ago at the petrol station.
Did he remember you?
I'm not sure, but he nodded at me, and yeah, I've seen him in Sainsbury's, my local Sainsbury's, once, and he recognised me. He nodded and went, "All right, John." And
that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
We used to have a thing here called the Sands Venue, and it was the one of the directors of Wilco's, or Wilkinson's as it used to be. They called her Karen, and her husband, Peter Swan, he ended up being the manager of Scunthorpe, didn't he? Scunthorpe Football.
Yeah.
And they opened this venue. And when he did that, another bloke opened a B&B, and they had a bit of a thing going together. And whoever was performing at the Sands, if they wanted accommodation, Swanee used to put them in his B&B.
Oh, yeah.
So there was quite a few. There was the in what used to do the Germans. Can you remember it? In Germans, that Scouser lad, one of the comedians.
Yeah.
There was him and the Irish bloke. The way I tell him, I can never remember anybody's name. Jimmy
Summer, that Irish one.
Not
Jimmy Cricket, was it?
No, it wasn't him. No, it was the way I tell him. Oh no, it wasn't him. No, I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the comedian. But I picked this woman and this man up, and they'd stayed in there for the wedding night. And they said, "You can't believe the breakfast we've just had." I said, "Why is that?" And she said, at the next table was these 2 comedians, what used to be on the Comedians years ago. She said, "It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life." Because they're just playing up that, ripping the bloody piss out of each other.
Yeah.
And somebody will tell me exactly who these people are called. He was a big Irishman with glasses, and I can't think what they call him. And they said it was one of the most fantastic things. Frank Carson, that's exactly who it was. And Michael knew who the Scouse lad is. Not being stereotypical. And
Shane. There you go.
Yeah, Shane say likes Pixel.
Yeah. And they said it was absolutely brilliant. Anyway, they rung up one night, and they call it the sporting club. It's like a gentleman's club. They all get dressed up with a dicky bow.
Stan Boardman,
and Frank Carson sat at the table.
I will get in touch with you to pick them bits off you, mate. I know they're in back at car. I'm just being busy.
Anyway, they rung me up one
Luis
night.
Capaldi's sister helped deliver my son. Says Skint.
There you go. Skint Vapors, good evening. Anyway, they rung me up one night and said, "Oh, can you pick John Virgo up?" I went, "Can I pick John Virgo up?" He was the speaker at the sporting club. Anyway, I'm down there in about 4.5 seconds, straight outside the door.
Make sure you polished it, clean it all up inside.
I tell you what, he's probably the nicest man I've ever met. He was absolutely. Apparently, he's not very well now. He's probably not with us any longer, but he was one of the nicest people I've ever met. He said, "Do you want a photo?" I said, "Do I want a photo?" Anyway, we got to where he was going. It was only like a few bob. It's at 250 yards, but John Virgo can't walk down the road, can he? Because he's all dressed up. Yeah. And he's one of the smart. He had an amazing suit. It must have been really expensive. It just immaculate. And he got a grey beard and all that. And when we got there, I said, "How much is that, mate?" I said, "It's on me, that one, mate. Off you go." I'm just so pleased to meet him. He was so lovely. I said, "If you want to go back, so you give me a shout, I'll come and fetch you." Anyway, he never did. But
they've not moved the Beanie Batley a few times. Cheers, mate.
Well, what's he got?
He just got a bag that got a few little bits in it.
Yeah, snooker. John Virgo used to do a thing called Give Us a Break with Jim Davidson.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm.
Is that him with the glasses that's upside? It is him, I know it. No. It was him with glasses that were upside down that used to be on there like
Cliff
that.
Thorburn, wasn't it? He's dead now.
Is that how it was?
Was it Ray Reardon?
No, he had glasses. He had big round glasses that were upside. They looked like they were upside down like that.
They were specially made, weren't they?
Benny, you had a spitting image of him.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Sadly, he's no longer with us.
Well, a lot of older ones are there? Super players. A lot of people. Every time you turn radio on, someone's died.
That's right, yeah. Yeah,
that's it. He had them glasses like that. That's it. Dennis Taylor.
That's it.
That's it. With his glasses upside down.
That's why I wasn't very good at snooker. You've tried seeing through these.
Yeah.
No, they were actually specially made, weren't they? Because they were actually bigger at the top, so he could look through them when he got his head down. Yeah. Apparently, if you've got really bad eyesight and you use a laptop all the time, they actually shave your lenses. So when you've got your head down, you can see. And the weird-looking glasses, when you see them, the thicker at the bottom. People with really bad eyesight, so they're like that. They look like that.
Right.
And you put your head down, that's how they do it.
There used to be a lad that used to knock around when we were younger. He had, the ones that look like glass bottles. Glasses.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, we used to have a dartboard at the back of my grandma's living room door. We had to stop it after about a week because it ended up with fucking thing all the way around it. He couldn't hit dartboard.
Couldn't see it.
No, I couldn't see it. Fucking piddles in my grandma's house. She went fucking ballistic.
Anyway, we're gonna have to go.
Benny's brain cell left a bag with Bunny at Expo, and it's somehow in his boot.
Oh, was it your bag?
Yeah.
You just forgot it.
No, they'd gone. They thought it were left. They thought it were hankies. Not a great deal in it. Yeah, jam jars. Yeah.
Well, now that if your eye's that bad, they actually reduce them, don't they? They make them really strong and then shave them off, so they're reduced.
Right.
So you never end up with glasses that thick anymore because they've got that on with the lenses. They do it and they shave them down. You can still tell that somebody's got really bad eyes, but they shave them down so they're a lot thinner, so they're not stuck out 6 inches. Thankfully, mine aren't that bad. I'll tell you what, it has been a cracking show, hasn't it, really? I really enjoyed it.
It has, yeah. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
Stop me editing. I need to get the rest of
I've got the strawberry swirl to do, and then I'm done.
I've recorded them all. I've got to edit. I've got 4 to edit.
Yeah, I've just got the strawberry swirl to put up tomorrow.
And then I've got to move on to Vaporesso stuff before they start whinging at me.
I already done this one, you see. I already did that one because I bought it myself from Vapor Bunny over at Vape and Brew in Northern Ireland. So I've already done that one, so I don't think there's any point in putting it on twice, is it?
No.
And you, Guy. I'm sure there was a Guy Stewart. I know a Guy Stewart. Make sure you subscribe and come back. And if it's a fake name, we don't care. I bet it's Simon. Hello, Simon.
If it is Simon, come and see me at Borough Market tomorrow.
Is that where you're going?
Yeah, in Halifax, I'm at Borough Market. 2 days.
You can have a coffee with him and a vape.
Up a ladder. So if you
anyway,
Simon,
thanks for popping in, lads. Nice to see you. Welcome anytime. Pop in, come and see me. Yeah, that raspberry white chocolate cheesecake's gorgeous, but mine, for some strange reason, is now 4.5% bloody nicotine. Yeah, because I picked the wrong bottle up and squirted it. I thought, it's weird how that don't go in there. Well, when you look at the back of it, it looks like the strawberry one, doesn't it?
Subscribed for years, Mickey. Subscribed for years.
We must have seen you before then. What? It's only when you
is
do
that
that.
The new one, the original?
No. That's the cheesecake. Right. That's the bloody strawberry.
Right.
Picked it up like that, popped the nick in it, and I thought, it don't fit in there very well.
Yeah.
Anyway, go and buy some
Thank you
Licious.
for subscribing. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna Google Guy Stewart when I get off here. I think there was a James Stewart, but I don't know who Guy Stewart was. Anyway, thank you so much for popping in, and it's been
welcome.
to see you. Thank you very much, Mr. Cloud Chucker, for your generous donation. Please don't ever feel that you've got to, because you really haven't. But we've just made £9.91 more than we would have done if I'd put the ads on. So let that sink in. And we'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.
Right.